everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to talk about how some simple choices you make in the kitchen can make a huge difference during perimenopause. Yeah, we're talking about simple foods that can seriously support your body through this totally natural, but let's be real, sometimes kind of challenging time. All right, so before we jump into the what to eat part, let's just make sure we're all on the same page. What even is perimenopause really? What does that word actually mean? Okay, first things first, and this is super important. Perimenopause is not a disease. It's not something that's wrong with you. It's just a transition, a totally normal phase your body goes through on its way to menopause, which is just the natural end of your reproductive years. So, at its core, it's a natural process. And all those symptoms people talk about, the hot flashes, the sleep issues, they're all tied back to one thing: your body's hormones starting to shift. That's the key right there, that hormonal shift. Okay, so let's dig into that a little deeper. What's the why behind all these feelings and changes? What's actually going on inside your body to cause all this? And really, it all comes down to this. It's actually pretty simple. Your levels of two super important hormones, estrogen and progesterone, just start to naturally decline. That's it. That is the engine driving all the changes you might be feeling. And that shift? Well, it can cause a whole bunch of stuff. We're talking hot flashes, trouble sleeping, night sweats, maybe you're feeling a bit moody or forgetful. If any of this sounds familiar, I just want you to know you are not alone. This stuff is super common, and it's all part of that internal change. But here is the good news, and it is really good news. You are not powerless here. You've got tools you can use to support your body, and a big one is nutrition. So today, we're going to build a little toolkit of 5 amazing foods that can make a real difference. All right, first up in our toolkit, fish. Specifically, we're talking about those fatty fish that are packed with omega-3s, like salmon, tuna, even sardines. Just aiming for 1 or 2 servings a week can be a great start. So why fish? Well, check this out. Those omega-3s can actually help with night sweats. And here's a really cool connection. They can influence serotonin, which your body then uses to make melatonin. Yep, the sleep hormone. Plus, you get that awesome dose of vitamin D, which is so important for your bones. Okay, number 2 on our list probably won't come as a huge surprise. Vegetables. I mean, come on. Loading up your plate with lots of different veggies, leafy greens, bright bell peppers, cauliflower is always a good idea. Seriously, think eat the rainbow. And here's why they're so great during perimenopause specifically. First, all that fiber is amazing for helping manage your weight, which can sometimes be a struggle. And second, vitamin C. It's so crucial because it helps your body make collagen, and collagen is literally the building block for your bones. It helps keep them strong, which is extra important as your estrogen levels change. Tool number 3 is super simple, crunchy, and easy to grab on the go. Nuts. A handful of nuts is just the perfect snack, maybe with an apple or some berries. So good. But here's the secret weapon inside those nuts. They actually contain melatonin. Yep, the sleep hormone. So if you're one of the many people struggling with sleep disturbances during this time, nuts can be a fantastic little snack to try. All right, our 4th food might sound a little basic, but trust me, it's a powerhouse. We're talking about milk and other dairy products. In fact, some research has shown that getting enough dairy can actually help lessen how severe your symptoms are overall. And the reason why is that awesome 1-2 punch of calcium and vitamin D. This combo is absolutely essential for keeping your bones dense and strong. It directly helps fight against the bone loss that can happen when estrogen levels drop. And last but not least, let's talk about soy. Now, the key here is to stick with whole soy foods. Think things like tofu, tempeh, or those yummy edamame beans, not the super processed stuff. So here's the deal with soy. It has these cool compounds called isoflavones. You can think of them as plant estrogens. And what's amazing is that studies have shown they can actually help reduce how often you get hot flashes. Pretty cool, right? Okay, so now we've got our 5 food toolkit. Awesome. But what if you want to get even more specific? Let's talk about how you can use food to target the exact symptoms that are bothering you the most. Think of this as your personal cheat sheet. You can look at a symptom, like sleep problems, and see exactly what might help. In this case, magnesium from leafy greens. Or maybe bloating is your biggest issue. Okay, then your game plan is all about fiber and water. It's about getting targeted. And since we mentioned bloating, let's put a number on it. You're going to want to aim for about 25 to 28 grams of fiber each day. And you can get that from all the yummy stuff we've already talked about: beans, berries, and tons of veggies. But, and this is a big but, fiber can't do its job alone. It needs a partner: water. You've got to drink plenty of water, like around 9 cups a day, to help that fiber work its magic. That's the combo that really helps with digestion and beats the bloat. So we've covered a lot of ground here. We have all this great info. The big question is, how do we turn it into a simple plan you can actually use in your real life? It really just boils down to 3 simple steps. First, just check in with yourself. What are your main symptoms? Step 2, start building that toolkit we talked about. Try adding in some of these foods. And step 3, and this is probably the most important one, listen to your body. Pay attention to what makes you feel good. Everyone is different. If there's one thing I want you to take away from all this, it's that you have so much power here. You can use food to actively support your body. These aren't huge, drastic changes. They're small things that can add up to make a real, tangible difference. So I'll leave you with this question. What's one small step you can take today to support your body on this next amazing chapter?